Hey, what's up, guys? Bradley Dillon here with NewFury.com. We're actually here in St. Pete at Warped Tour. Pretty stoked for all the bands today. You should check out my friend Charlie Simpson. He's like over there or something. Love that man. But anyway, we're here with a new friend of mine. So why don't you introduce yourself and what you do?
NewFury.com. My freestyles are the bomb. I'm MC Lars. I'm ripping. I'm the Warped Tour. Yo, what's going on? Hanging out. Hi, I'm MC Lars. I make rap songs, and I'm on the Warped Tour. And I write rap songs about Edgar Allan Poe and Shakespeare and science fiction and stuff like that. And I'm very joyful today. How are you, Muscles?
Pretty.
Look at these guns. Yo, are you a veterinarian? Because these swans are sick. You heard that? Some kid told me that name. That's horrible.
So first question for you.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Joyful smiles.
So are you a big Legend of Zelda fan gamer?
Well, yeah, I grew up playing this. It's a cartridge I used to play as a kid, and it taught me patience. It taught me how to withstand abuse, how to keep your heart from breaking. It taught me how to survive in the music business. If it weren't for Legend of Zelda, I wouldn't be doing post-punk laptop lit hop. You know what I'm saying? What's your favorite game?
My favorite game? If I could only pick one, I couldn't pick one. It'd probably be either Pokemon, the whole series, or Fire Emblem, or maybe Shining Force.
High five?
High five.
So you grew up in Florida?
Yeah, I did.
What's your favorite venue in all of Florida?
Venue in all of Florida.
You can't say the Social Orlando.
Nope. Probably State Theater, just because I've seen
St. Petersburg.
Yep.
I love that place. That place is great. Do you know Who We Bred?
Name rings a bell.
Do you know Maylene and the Sons of Disaster?
I do.
My drummer is their drummer.
Really?
Small world, right?
Yeah. How did that happen? I didn't know they were excellent.
I've been playing with him for 7 years, and he moved down here, and they hired him to drum for him.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, we have an airport like 2 miles from here, so I wasn't expecting that.
Let me ask you, what's your favorite band?
Favorite band, Deftones. Thrice is a close
Do
second.
you like White Pony, or do you feel like it was a departure from their real rock and roll roots?
White Pony's my favorite album of all time. I love everything they've done, but Koino Yoken is probably second to me. Diamond Eyes was ridiculously good. Nothing they've ever done disappoints me, so that band is where it's at.
Do you think My Own Summer is kind of indicative of the wider popularity that they achieved, or do you think that's kind of misleading when it comes to the post-hardcore melodic breakdowns?
I'm trying to think. That song was one of their
bigger songs.
It's yeah. They always play it live. I know. I saw them a few months ago. They played it.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Was it dope?
It was. It was my second time singing.
You brought me, bro.
I wish.
I've been up there dancing.
I would.
Next time.
Yeah, that song is one of their first big hits. So, like I said, they always play it live. But I felt like White Pony was both their commercial success and also their crowning achievement. Because when everybody thinks Deftones, they think White Pony.
Exactly.
Even though all the albums are really good in their own.
It's kind of like when everyone thinks Nirvana, they think Nevermind. Would you say that's an appropriate comparison?
Yeah, because one, the album cover is iconic. Two, it has Smells Like Teen Spirit, which is one of their most iconic songs. I feel like most of their discography is iconic because people remember In Bloom, Break Me for its controversial content, stuff like that.
Do you think if Kurt Cobain hadn't killed himself, would he still be making good music, or would he be kind of like lame? These are the questions.
Sorry. I think he still would be, but I personally feel like he wouldn't have achieved as much fame, lasting fame as he did, if he hadn't passed away.
Very interesting.
Let's talk more about you.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So what do being on Warped Tour with a whole bunch of different bands, genres, metal, punk, hardcore, where do you fit on that? Because you're on the same stage as Big Chocolate and
Grizzly, Mac Lethal, Red DMT, yeah, Hero Kingdom. So the Spotify stage is cool because it's kind of like all the electronic hip hop weird stuff. And Kevin Lyman was saying the reason he wanted to put us all on the same stage is because electronic music and underground hip hop kind of has the same cultural roots punk and hardcore. Like back in the day, like Black Flag would play these tiny DIY shows at like youth centers or like set up venues, you know what I mean, makeshift venues, you know what I mean, minor threat. Like they do that and it became a scene. With punk rock and indie rap, there's a similar correlation. Same with like these secret raves they have. Kids set up a sound system, like they promote it through the social networks. Most of us aren't on labels, you know what I mean? And it's all kind of just like DIY, intense, heavy, passionate music. And so it kind of fits in the Warped Tour in that context. So Spotify stage, that's like my friends, and we feel joyful.
Yeah. When I was first talking to you, you mentioned that you raps about Edgar Allan Poe, William Shakespeare. You feel like that's something that really sets you apart from stuff that other musicians in your genre?
I mean, I think I'm the only rapper on Warped Tour who has people give it up for Shakespeare, have everyone, there's a part where I have everyone do Spock rap hands, and do a mosh pit to a Tetris set. I'm the only artist who has that in one set, which is pretty joyful. Because I just want to be a little different. And I want to convey the culture that I love, and also just make kids realize that like it's cool to be nerdy, it's cool to be yourself. Like you come see MC Lars on the Warped Tour, you don't have to do summer reading. You get Hamlet in 2 minutes, you get an Edgar Allan Poe poem, and a song that explains what trochaic octameter is over a beat by Tiger. That's fresh, that's true. The sun's coming out, yay! That's a metaphor, bro.
It's amazing. So, you mentioned
I love this guy.
You don't need to do summer reading when you go to an MCO show. But you think your music eventually could serve as a teaching tool to kids who are learning about Shakespeare and like important things like that?
Yeah, it's like kind of like KRS-One. Like he wanted to merge education and entertainment. Edutainment. I've been doing. I just did a TED talk on gangster rap and Shakespearean themes and the tragedy of Tupac and Biggie and the meter of hip hop and the meter of poetry. You know what I mean? It's like I try to bring the poetry heads into rap and the rap heads into poetry literature. We're working on a kids show called Yes Yes Y'all. If you go to mclars.com, you can see a preview of it. And they have these robots that travel through time with me, and we learn about history and literature. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
And we wrote the script. We're doing the pilot, and Weird Al said he's be down to be in the first pilot. We're shooting that in the fall.
That's really cool. What's it like working with him and something like that? Pretty crazy. Huh?
He's so humble, man. He's very like kind, legendary, very Christian, very serious, very like hardworking, good guy. He played accordion on my second record, and my roommate just did his new video, and I was on the set helping him with that. It was just real cool. Like this legendary guy, you know what I mean? Who's just hangs out, funny guy, nice guy, humble. And he's got good morals. Kind of like you, bro.
Oh, thank you. Very flattered. So, last question for you. Being on Warped Tour.
Did you ever see Scarface?
Yes.
You know the scene where he sees the flamingo fly? He goes, fly, pelican, fly, pelican. That's funny, because it's not a pelican. I just thought of that just on pelicans.
That's Florida. This is like the only time of year you can be on the ocean.
Oh, yo!
What?
Mickey and the kids table. Oh, they're doing an interview, sorry. Mickey and the kids table. Sorry.
Love those dudes.
Fly pelicans. Sorry.
That's okay. We love funny. I don't do enough funny interviews. They're just laid back and talk about whatever.
The thing about this interview is it's got a lot of soul. Hey-o! And a lot of soul. S-O-L, Spanish, son. Enough jokes, sorry. I like you're not getting mad. Most interviewers get mad at me for being ridiculous.
Dude, no. Seriously, I love that stuff where you can just talk about anything for however long it takes.
Socratic dialogue, bro. I ask you something, you ask me back. That's how we get to the nature of facts.
Right. Seriously, last question for you. Being on Warped, as long as you have dozens of bands milling in and out, who have you gone to see in Warped that's really impressed you when you're not playing?
Yes, sir. I'll give you my 4 favorite. Act Lethal, that's my boy. I did a track with him. He's killing it. Bring Me the Horizon. Those dudes, it's post-hardcore meets pop, it's sick, you know what I'm saying? Run DMT, killer artist, great beats, great guy, and I gotta give a shout out to Real Big Fish because ska is not dead, son. Oh, I also gotta give a shout out to Big D because Sample 5. Because fun music, good morals, joyful dancing. Like, I don't want to go to like a show and be sad and grumpy and like cut my arm in the bathroom and be like, oh, I didn't get the right iPhone, oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm gonna throw up, I feel so gross and disgusting. No, put on a smile, put on a Hawaiian shirt or a freaking dope gray tank top, rock the Zelda cartridge,